Hello, hello. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Welcome back to Startcom Unknown Space, where we are trying to get more experience points and material to build a bigger ship. And there's some missions on the way. So we will. Rama has analyzed the device Gunnan used to trick us. It may contain more information than they invented to give. So we will go and see the coordinates there. Is there anything else we needed to do? Let me see. Uh, we have only 50 research points left, so I guess we are fine. Cargo, plenty of aluminium and plenty of copper if we need to sell something. 285 titanium is fine, but I think etherine is what we are missing. But that's it. Without further ado, let's hop to that, wherever it is. Oh, there. It's going to be a surprise. And it's going to send a mission. Oh, yeah, crew level ups too. The dunes in this stretch of desert have a simple but mathematical pattern to them. After further and exhaustive investigations, Kepler decides that the anomaly detection algorithm was either deceived into thinking they were signs of civilization or it just really liked them. In either case, they have no research value. Okay, but at least we did the mission, got the experience points, and we are one experience point shy of getting all the members here to lieutenants. Right. Seems to be hostiles here. Trying to get back my bearings how to play this game. Alright. That was fast. Some platinum and copper. Oh, there's a flinger here too. Noise. Has to be something in this area. Maybe that planet. Nope. This system. Only value is the flinger. And there was something about that planet, but I don't think it was the cause to come here. The flinger, though. Oh. What is that? Ship debris. Of course. And some hostiles. Support personnel member critically injured. What? Not any of them. Okay, fine. What is that? Nimian frigate. And nice to see it here. Let's hail Nimian. Hail Nimian. This is a dangerous region. There is a large debris field nearby from the remnants of the last Kirnan War. We have attempted to clear it, but they have recently solved the region with sleeper mines. What are sleeper mines? Sleeper, not sleeper, sleeper mines. Powerful bombs that are covered in reinforced shells. Before they activate, they are very difficult to destroy. After they activate, it's usually too late. Alright, and can we... We don't need to trade. Maybe they have artifacts. They don't. Is there any point selling copper for gold? I think there is. Let's keep 250 copper. Aluminium is too expensive. And we don't need to sell anything else. Got some gold. And there's ship there. No, no. So I'm gonna scan this planet before we heading out to destroy that ship. Quickly see there's one more planet. There's debris field. Lancer, Nimmer, Guardian, Freck. They're all Frecks. Frecks, not Frecks. Yeah, true enough. Alright, and then we get the last drew point we needed. Cannon ship trashed here quite recently, so recently no one has had chance to recover the deceased pilot. He survived long enough to destroy the technically valuable components before perishing from his injuries. So, two beryllium? Yeah. The Kurnan are horned bipeds with antlers allow them to communicate silently across vast coast. Alright, interesting. They have some kind of a radio. Okay. Some material. Picked up layered composite. Yeah, we need to set the crew points to several layers of titanium aluminium composite. This seems to be fragment of Kirnan armor, fairly high tensile strength, but also designed to allow certain radio frequencies to penetrate. Ah, that's for radio. Right, let's spend the points. You are gonna be tactic level 10 again. And again, because we had to reset, didn't have to, but accidentally reset all the points and then redistributed them. And you will be Xeno culture at level 10, 11. Yeah, that's all good. This is all good. Feel better now. Where is this mine? Ah, and it flies towards us, the mine. Nasty. Activated their battle station. Picked a green machine. What the fuck is green machine? Electronic tool that vibrates at different frequencies. Possibly a turning fork, tuning fork designed for certain radio frequencies? Question mark. So yeah, we got uh, 15, 115 experience points. We need way more, but that's a good start. There it is. Supposed to be another mine. Oh, beautiful. Come on. Titanium. Aluminium? Yeah, more aluminium. Titanium again. Iridium. Don't want to get rid of that tree before I can investigate. Ships have taken a lot of battle damage. The valuable components from this particular ship have either been stripped away or deliberately destroyed by its crew prior to abandoning it. So we can call it debris. Yep. This is probably some sort of a... Oh, hello. Where is it? Oh, there. So many. What is this? Another wreck. Same story. No valuables left. And this wreck I cannot destroy for some reason. Is that a wreck too? Yep. Frigate. Okay. I can't destroy some of them. Only the hostiles. What? I want to test something. Ah, destroyed that mine too fast. Nope. The lasers won't autofocus. I have to select them manually. Yep. Obscure connector. An immune device that allows transfer from legacy systems to their more recent technologies. And 40 points. Noise. Yep. Where is it? Mm, that cough will probably never go away. Same story here. Yep, same story. But I can target it. So I can destroy it. Getting more aluminium and titanium. Unfortunate that you can't auto shoot the mines. You have to target them first. Guess it's by design. Command hub of this Nimian base ship is more or less intact, apart from the large blast hole exposing half the bridge to space. The remains of several of her crew remain at their post in punctured vacuum suits. And Lieutenant Genus Lee says the blast damage that penetrated the hull is inconsistent with any Kirnan weapons I've seen. Alright, interesting. And we got etherine. We need etherine for uh, ship bridges. One late entry seems unusual. Returning from the Pale Iris system to be so close to our homeworld and not be able to see my dear hillocks was disappointing. But an excellent, yeah, it is difficult to evaluate art across cultures, let alone species. But in my expert opinion, this poetry is bad. And should I? Yeah, I could. I think we're better off shooting from this side. Get any? Just platinum. Some titanium. So this triangular object, what is it? All right, one way to do it. Much more precise, I think. Oh, there you are. Oops. Didn't get any excessive damage. Right, two more ships here. Yeah, both of these ships, and can't shoot because I don't know what. Where the frick is that? Triangle. So much more precise. Laser. All right. What's that? Hey, Dread Raider, thank you for your like. There's there's that triangular. What is this triangular thing? Had a name on it. Ship debris field. Okay, now I understand. Just the name to the ship debris field. Okay. Yep. That looks like a live ship. Yeah, those are just mine. Will it hit me? Nope. No point killing the mines, I guess. So did we learn anything from here? Found the journal of a star-crossed Nemean who noted a secretive errand near their homeworld. Huh. Well, Starlands. Okay. And Common vessels come from the planet that being exploited. Yeah, but where is it? And there's that Chicham and Flotsam. Half chariot. And Sponder log had a reference to half chariot. That's interesting too. All right. Been there, done that, and so many stars in here. So where should we start? Let's take the yellow star. If I remember correctly, we need at least. Oh my god, no. We need in at least 250 experience points. Not research points, I mean. Yeah. Alright, there are 2 stars and a single gas giant visible here. Oh, what is that? Another burst relay station with the message fragments in matrix. This had to tell how old these messages are, since there is no way to acknowledge receiving these relays. May be designed to just broadcast until the Chiralite decays. When it's malfunctioning, it is designed to override its receiver telemetry when the message arrives, but failed to do so. Noted the location. Ooh. Noted the location where the message came from. And now we can just take the Ceralite. Two Ceralites. So yeah, we have three now. So the yellow star. Slow speed. Definitely need a bigger ship. What is that? Raider. Seems that the laser autofocuses now. The laser is quite fast to deal with the smaller ones. Is that a zero line? Yttrium. Raiders, what are they doing here? Yeah, I'll need to go press and hold my space bar. They just keep coming. Wow. The atmosphere of this planet is thick with fine particles, likely from mass processing or likely to feed this automated factory. It is larger but otherwise identical to the one producing Red Raider drones the team shut down earlier. This one has deactivated on its own, probably from exhausting the nearby ore supplies. Why would you build an inferior weapon when you had the designs and resources for a better one? Lieutenant Giles does note one curious fact. When this factory stopped, it was producing both the original Red Raiders and the more advanced models at the same time. All right. Oh, ooh, so many planets and so many lingers. Are the original Red Raider drones we encountered soon after arriving not so much of a match for the, yeah, something something. surface of this planet is close to the melting point of lead, pushing an suit to the limit. The team rushes to investigate the anomaly. A compact burst relay antenna designed to retransmit messages between some distant source and nearby locations. The last few messages sent, and we can read it later. Rod 228, yes. Remaining standby, auto defense. Let's read the log. What did Jill say? This relay is operating at the edge of its terminal limits, likely by design. Any messages will be automatically erased by the ambient temperature within a few months, even if the system fails. Petrolam won't last long in that environment, and it can't have been there for more than a year, two tops. Hopping on. And some more raiders here. Uranium. Alright. Scan the nearby planets before we need to start shooting. There's a lot of ships flying on our way. I don't know what good I'm doing with this. Laser is so much better than our main gun. At least with these. The impressive decay of the fallen empire architecture never ceases to amaze, although at this point it's becoming less and less illuminating. Vast, white, and almost devoid of distinguishing features, the team could spend decades exploring its catacombs. This example at least has recently been the site of some sort of organized encampment. A small cache of weapon systems suggests to possible temporary military staging area. Yep, that's cool. We surveyed this, but no, and we are incoming buggies. Most of the laser takes care of all of them. Is there a point taking care of that base first? I don't know. Yeah, let's take care of that base first. House. Way. Oh, wow, that was fast. All right. It's time to take care of you, little Daisy. Okay. Have I scanned you? Yep. And this kind of no flinger over there, so we'll have to just fly. Got lots of resources. 1,000 aluminium. Kilnards. Um, no. Trying to keep my nose towards them, but maybe I need to get away. Maybe not. Okay. Nope. Just precaution. They were a lot tougher. Raiders. Linger up there, but we'll scan the planets first. Oh. According to the logs, the hydrogen harvester was abandoned when it anti-gravs started to fail. The last few models have yet to give up the ghost, leaving it floating delicately on a density transition layer. Yeah, let's do the weapons. Of Ethern. And now the gold didn't injure the crew. That's fantastic. Kiernan Charger. What is a charger? It's a small ship, isn't it? Yep. There is a waypoint. Let's see. Oh, there's the evacuations. Maybe that's gonna be one more mission then. Scan the rest of the planet. There's another kid on Lancer. We really need to start investigating into shields. So let's see the map again. This flinger seems to be flinging the opposite way to where we want to go to. Make sure that's true. Yeah, the placement is which way it opens. Yep, that way. Nope. So let's fly. We can come back and go there, but there's a mission related location there. Hmm. Left one planet unscanned, I see. Sorry. And that was an empty. At least now we know. Yeah, lots of 230 research points and a lot of resources gathered. May have enough ether or etherin. And another waypoint. Or point portal. No. And there's no way out of it. They all are really friendly here. Pyramid on this word is disappearing into the thick jungle and blends in well with the low volcanic mountains that surround it. It also shows signs of an orderly evacuation. The team searches for a nearby observation point in hopes of recovering some chiralite without success. But several kilometers west of the structure, Lieutenant Kepler spots another overgrown structure. Lieutenant Bree sets the lander down. Soon after approaching the ruins, they are approached by what at first glance appears to be Devout, who becon- beacons them. But Lieutenant Triton observes they lack the ritual markings, so the team barely follows the alien inside cave-like dwelling within a buried empire structure. Others of the same species are present. Lieutenant Triton erects follow feet to the radiance. Okay. Welcome, alien beings. It has been over 3 generations since visitors have gone. We are out of practice in the art of hospitality. As you can see, we are not overly encumbered with summoned objects, but still retain the wisdom of our ancestors, which we will gladly share. Why are you devout or heretic? You're speaking enchantment is difficult for me to understand. I believe you refer to believers and academics. This, dis- this distinction did not exist when we left. We only learned of it from later visitors. Our ancestors saw the cracks forming in the empire. It was clear to them that magic would soon be lost. Those who still depended on it would die. They unlearned their spells and relearned new ones. You look like a devout. And the heretic soon, while the empire called many kinds of children, ours were the heirs of magical practice. There was no exclusion. Any could be found in any. When we left, we had tusk faced, curved fingers, and many more. But our kind preferred the magical studies by custom. If you abandon magic, what wisdom do you offer? There's much to know besides the fickle magic of empire. It can teach you patiently learn knowledge of the heavens, the subtleties of life, or the patterns of nature. This is the custom of our hospitality. Let's start with nature. The tutelage is intense and brief, surprisingly, and consists mostly of guided meditation, but the results speak for themselves. After returning the Starcom aptitude protocols, scores are significantly improved. All right. Uh, right. Should we hail the mothership here? Now that the war has started, the Kirnan continue to press at our borders, but the threat to the homeworld is diminished. Yeah, it's fine. That's the homeworld. Small meteorite with high concentrations of uranium resists on a sheet of slushy nitrogen. Right. Um, any more planets? Yeah, one more. Yep. Don't collide. Autopilot is good, but sometimes it gets stuck or takes longer time than manual flight. So now up to the flinger. Oh wait, there's this one-way portal. Let's see where it leads to. Probably gonna regret it. So where are we? Ooh, a new system. Okay, and there's something in here. This planet. Right, we got research points. And I hate that it pops on before I manage to read the survey. This planet experienced total ecological collapse centuries ago. Its industries were heavily dependent on processes that released a lot of toxic pollutants into the atmosphere. But the ecological collapse happened very suddenly. Okay. Well, okay. And pyramid enclosed in a steep circuit can only be accessed by a difficult ice climb for the nearest safe landing. From the nearest safe landing, some alarming bipedal bones poke through the ice at the base. Of course, we do the climb. It's a tricky ascent, but teamwork and Bree's careful scouting of a stable route gets everyone to the valley opening safely. Pyramid houses a large laboratory which shows evidence of a hasty evacuation en route. It's unclear what the focus of the research was, since most of the system's data is badly corrupted. Fractal eyes. In the main work area is sealed crucible like module. Symbols on its surface translate roughly catastrophic knowledge, anti-pattern analysis. Inside is a cube of shimmering crystal. All right, what's that cube of fractal ice? That's 25 experience points, right? It may give up some more discoveries yet. All right, good to know. The fracture structure is aperiodic and definitely non-natural. The ice itself is stable up to 18 centigrade, at which point it sublimates. 18 centigrade is warm enough to the most Estonians to stay inside and not put something on that's you know for insulation. Ice in 18 degrees would be perfect for cocktails. Wow, we're way away from everything. So if we want to go home, and where the frick is home? That one there. We want to go home. What is the directest route to it? Alright, there. I see. It's another piece of devout jet sand. Ah. Cylinder, cylinder is empty, but whatever was inside must have been highly radioactive, even with heavy shielding, the case itself giving off hard radiation. Well, at least was 20 experience points. Could you take a look when you have some downtime? Yeah. Will do, says Lieutenant Cassie. At least speed is quite fast. Be better. But I meant to check. How much gold do we have? 100. So that should be enough to build another propulsion. I've done a spectral analysis of this region's background radiation with a filter of the readings from the devout photos. There's a dim red nebula, very low level readings that are near much, marking it on a NAM map. Nebula? Ah, great. We got another mission now. I have to manually click on our home base again. Uh, yep. Those planets all. Oh, hello there. Eskimo. Of course, there's a war going on here. Oh, that's an interesting thing. What was this survey incomplete stuff? Oh, that's just public market. Right, of course. Can we now go home? There it is. Should be enough for a bigger ship. Oh, everyone wants to talk. Given the increased threats facing us from multiple factions, I have signed a limited alliance with the Horror. Despite some questions about their motivations, it is the least bad options available. Uh, really? Be providing them with redacted logs from the Radiants. They will continue to provide information related to this universe and remnants. They have also given us loan of some resources for upgrades to be repaid at a future date. I don't like it. They seem a bit too generous. Why? They're not just investing in an alliance with two Starcom ships. They're investing in an eventual alliance with all Starcom once you help reopen the wormhole. But your concern is not unwarranted. Set aside some of the initial resources the Corer have delivered for the Radiants. It's useless. We have silver and we have plenty of titanium ourselves. But okay, there we get some titanium and platinum and stuff. Dr. Raman, do you want to talk to me? Nothing. Okay. No, I don't want to execute a racer. Wow, we need 400 experience points. Um, if we go to the shields first, 300 points. What is that? Amount of which our shields naturally discharge when energized. 75. This is 50. It's going to be 125. Quantum flux, 245. Increase the recharge rate of our shields and increase the max charge of our shields. I don't think I'm gonna invest into shields yet. If anything, precision penetration makes our lasers even better. All done on the lasers. Let's go to this location. What is this? Dispatch? What was it? Barely visible. This is basically an autonomous drive system with a navigation system and a data bank. Presumably, it was used to deliver messages across larger distances that were either not connected by warp gateways or couldn't wait for the next routed vessel. The components are not particularly high quality, which would explain why this one died. The dispatch databanks, while partially corrupted by radiation from the unshielded drive, contains large amounts of bureaucratic reports as well as some interesting academic correspondence and research data. We got some research points. All right. Destroyed that data. We're getting into the nebula. It's not the normal product of gas and dust from star formation. The radiation is the result of isotopes and cannot be explained by normal stellar fusion processes. 45. And we are not even there yet. There are a few stars here. Yep. This one. Uranium, okay. Isolated cluster of structures on this otherwise desolate planet are giving off zero energy emissions. Inside the team finds a few dozen C's devout wearing envirosuits. While temperatures have arrested decay, the cause of death is unclear. Further investigation reveals this to be the top level of an underground research facility. But a structural collapse has sealed off the lower level. Lieutenant Keels reports that a hard line to the facility's computing systems is still operational. Some of the experiments we might be able to reconstruct the incident. The indices. Unfortunately, the research is only identified by numeric codes. All right. Well, there are more stars visible now. Let's go towards the blue star. Oh my god, no. Did we just hit something? What's that? This is crazy. If I'd really hit something, the game wouldn't ask, did we just hit something? Must be something else. Must be something to do with the facility we just visited. What could it be? Sort of a virus? Even a bomb? High altitude, the planet's surface is a complete pattern of two colors, sharply delineated. Closer to the ground, the pattern is revealed as two distinct biomes. Oh, experience points. That's what it was. So let's take the circle that way, and then we'll go to that star, and there's another star up there. At least we're getting some research points. And yeah. How many research points do we have? 270 we need. How much was it? 400? I guess. At least 400. I want to go to the shields technology here. Titanium. 60 research points. Not bad. And now towards the orange star. We'll have to drive all the way back to that. other orange star. Let's see, what's the planet system? Right? Oh, there's one way point. Hmm, Chirolite. Another evacuated pyramid. This moist plant is mirroring the early genesis of life on Earth. Alright, yeah, and Ria is studying the life forms. Also, we got 50 research points. Many research points we had? 380. So, not bad. Little bit more we need. Okay. Do we want to trade? Could sell the some of the silver off. Let's keep 250. It's a good price for the silver. Buying prices though. We have enough titanium, so we don't need to buy titanium. Oh, the space is easy. All right, that that one way didn't go where we wanted to. The lab is incomplete, but what's that there? And that's a crew skill reset. Love to visit that planet. Oh, Whiskemog. Does Whiskemog have any artifacts to sell? Yep. We need yttrium for plasma, so we actually don't need yttrium. But cohesion adapter. Yep. Do we want to sell something? 150. Let's keep some of the plutonium. Good selling prices. Only plutonium. Oh my god. Do I really want to do that? I do. It's science. We are missing some yttrium. We will just have to purchase it from somewhere. So now the cargo. That's it. We can now research fighter drone construction. Drones consume aluminium but can attack enemies while we keep a safe distance. There's so much aluminium in the world. We can now research the technology extending our plasma weapons maximum range. Yay! Alright. We'd want to go to that gas giant. It's gonna be long flight. I think. Another dispatch. Where is it? There. 25 research points. The dispatch research data contains an analysis of economic impact on transponding certain categories of high technology. All right. And the dispatch did not give us any useful materials. I've done a full analysis of the parasitic plague that the CXDA asked. Let's read it in the log. Now found several connections between devout experiments and large-scale catastrophes. Besides being suggestive of sinister intent, they may give us clear enough picture of their research to reconstruct the data inclines in the lab. Hmm. That was distraction, nothing else. Maybe we can go back to the lab now. Do we want to go back to the lab? And we definitely need a bigger ship. This is slow. I remember when Void speed was like 200? What happened to us? Maybe I'm imagining stuff. It is 265. What I was looking for, energy. Getting closer. Seeing from void effect. Oh my god. I like the lasers. What is this base there? slowly closer. Emits lots of lasers. Not lasers. Oh my god. That's why I couldn't hit the fighters. That's a gold there. I hope it's not gonna disappear on me. Base is still strong. Not so much. Natural light. Good. What are you hiding? Base. Or protecting? 70 research points. Nice. This is another early Empire genetics lab. Alright. And guess that's it. Right. Still says that I kind of need to go back there. Missions. Maybe enough to allow children to reconstruct data in nice track on the map. Yeah, I guess we have to go back there just for the nothing else, just to see. Lots of flying around. Survey incomplete. I don't think we're gonna be able to get in, but let's try. Then it's time to build a bigger hull. Now we have elite destroyers here. Ooh, hello there. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. Resume. Continue. No. End. Battle stations. Oof. It's crazy. pressed the wrong button, I suppose. Devote Starland's databank. There it is. 75 more points. So that was complete investigation. So let's see. Um, in the dark here to doing full check, but the system analysis program is dodging. Okay, that must be the why we suddenly dropped integrity of hull. All right, 125. Damaged DNA like molecules. Ah, does that mean the mission is complete now? No. But I think we need to go back home. So, wow. Is that really the closest waypoint? I suppose. This is the space. Bet there will be some items we find on our way. Or maybe not. We will be able to get our plasma beam to shoot longer. Good. Also worried about how many propulsions do we have to add to our ship. We have two energy generators, two quarters. Whiskey Monk is here. He gets around. What happened? Wrong button happened. Fail. They must have collected this data from a very great distance, which allowed the observations we missed. What? We're sharing some data with you in case it may shed light beyond what you have already observed. We have studied the remnant artifact you discovered with strange and interesting. Okay. What do you know about the last Colonial? It's a myth associated with the fall of the empire. Where did you encounter that phrase? Our archaeology vessel found reference to it. What is the myth? There are wrecks of massive vessels whose hulls can scarcely be scratched with the most powerful weapons, called the chariots of the remnants. Supposedly, the Empire commanded Thelonians, who alone could pilot and control these vessels. Like all remnant artifacts, their operations was an enigma, enigma, even beyond the reality-bending mathematics or navigating their gateways. Supposedly, Thelonian turned against the Empire, destroying it in a day. Thelonian died, and its armor torn asunder and scattered. The evidence against the absurd scenario of is overwhelming. The empire certainly took years, if not centuries, to fall from its peak. A more plausible scenario is they or one of their kills invented the story to enhance their formidable image. The empire collapsed from a more prosaic, prosaic internal power struggle exacerbated by the independent civilizations and the rise of the devout movement. Right. All right. Do you have anything to trade? Yeah, and we have lots of silver. Complexity fitter. We'll buy everything. Take the storage device. Great. All right. Spent our silver. Let's go to operations. Milton wants to talk. Rama? Again? Okay. Before. Wow. 1135. That is definitely crucial whole time. We don't think we are ready for the. Hey, Simon, thank you. And thank you for keeping the stream in the background. It helps. Let's see the. We need all of that. But first, plasma. Maximum. Maximal cohesion. 450. Wow. Anything else we want to do? Can we do anything with propulsion? Plasma. Engine. Why can't we do? We're missing something. 285. Maxed out lasers. Right. Let's add some to the shields and go to shipyard. Um, just save this design. It's working. What was that breach though? That was probably the Explorer. So save the device. Device design. Explorer, just in case. well enough working sign. New ship. Cruiser. Right. Energy. Reactor. So it's gonna be fine. What else do we need to do? Um, Lots of utilities. Connectors. Trying to figure out how do I want to plan. So shields are under what? Laser, plasma, propulsion? Heads? No, it's not under utility. Shield, yeah. We do need crew quarters. We need scanner. We need lasers. I'm gonna put the weapons in top. Maybe. Uh, Crew quarters and shields like that. We already we don't have enough neutronium. Okay, let's revert. Start again. New ship, cruiser bridge. And we are already missing 7 neutronium. What else takes neutronium? Shields, 12. So we need 25 neutronium. If we take this design, just expand it a little. So we would like to 11 neutronium and we would like to get 12. We need one more neutronium to add shields to that ship design. Alrighty. Who's gonna sell me stuff? That's Alethea. Can you sell stuff? Neutronium? Trade. Neutronium. It's not that bad of a price. Executing. Thank you. I want to add at least one more propulsion and shields. So where should shields go? To the front, maybe? And yeah, can't add. Can we add, just trying, can we add another engine? Yeah, we can't add anything. Right. We had 5 propulsion, we need 6. Utilities, no, energy. Let's make reactor. Maybe we can put reactor like... I'm trying to... build a place for the propulsion. Could add medium battery there. So if I want 6 propulsion, it's gonna be like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 maybe even. Looking for the exhaust vent. Now propulsion. Can't put it right there. Build these. Make it, no? What is this? Why are they glued together? Can have... This is weird design. For sure. And this is overheating here. But bit better maybe? Alright. We have propulsion and 3 energy. We're missing neutronium. Does the... Why are we missing neutronium? 6 of it. Yeah, because of the bridge. Hmm. We need neutronium. 6 more neutronium. Can sell iridium. Aluminium. 6 more. Can we go and buy 6 more from the researcher? Remember, the neutronium price was somewhat fair, reasonable. So that's going to be 18 then, right? And if we use half of our silver. Not silver. We used the aluminum, but all right. New ship, cruiser, energy. Add it like that. Then propulsion. But for the energy, we'll add reinforced vent to here and to here, and still good. Propulsion, engines. Put an engine there, an engine there. Right. Energy weapons. Lasers and plasma. What else do we need? We need lander. We need a scanner. Let's put the scanner in. And lander. So we have, later on, we will put the shields, but we need 12 more neutronium. We don't have it. Big wings will be later. Crew quarters. And maybe medium battery. Then the weapons. Plasma. We need already vents here. Lasers. Trying to see the heat level as well. It's fine-ish. One more vent in here. Yeah, we need vent that too, so we had the plasma, and we could put laser. Let's put two lasers. That was plasma, right? Still good. Large wings. Bulkheads. No. That takes neutronium. Are we missing anything? Energy output 60, peak draw 51. Need connectors. Normal bulkheads takes only titanium. We put something like that. I'm not sure about this design. Scanning quickly. Maybe the stabilizers? Let's see. They take just titanium, and we have titanium. Still good. At least the speed wise should work. What have I done? I had the crew quarters. Yeah. What's the difference between bulkheads? Using the damage today. Okay. And armor. Well, never mind. We're good. What is this burning now? Strange. Can do some speed. Where should we go? It's a planet system here. Has not been investigated yet. Then I believe that's gonna be our last mission. Yeah, energy draw is fine. And that leads us there, where we will drive to the system that we haven't investigated yet. Again, battle stations. I think I figured out what's going on. Our own systems are attacking themselves. Remember that fractal ice fragment we recovered that required additional analysis? The artifact itself was harmless, but the data it contained caused our systems to run amok when they tried to analyze it. We need to get back to Selenia. Of course, now it says that we need to go back to Selena. Lots of material there. Basically, holding my hand on space bar constantly. There has to be a better way doing it. Let's destroy that base there. Okay. Two more planets to scan. Planet has numerous fallen empire archaeologies across the surface. From the lander's approach, it's clear that many of them are actively being searched, presumably by demand. Following the same path through the structures as the looted city, the team finds an identical chamber. This one, however, has a single artifact sitting incognously within. So, what is this artifact? Sphere in Jade Cradle. Sphere has large network. What is it now? It seems an image of this item somewhere. I think the records of Lithia uncovered. Captain Tolson might recognize it. All right. Interesting. You need to go back home to fix our ship's computer. And no anomalies. Great. There's some stars to be explored. But we can't continue. Not today. So, fast track home, get the computers fixed. Then we'll have some planet systems to investigate. We got a good progress done today. Got the biggest ship. And close some missions. Bigger ship, which is faster and more firepower. Maxed out the laser technology. Got better at the other gun. What was it? Don't know from here. Plasma, yeah. Kirnan there. Didn't we make peace with Kirnan? Strange. Come on. Go. Milton. Dr. Rama? Our computers seem to be acting up. Dr. Shields thinks we need a hard reset. Acting up? Is this ironic understatement? The Radiance is having an anaphylactic attack from ingesting hostile data. You could have destroyed her. Also us. If I threw vacuum flask, I could hit 3 lab assistants who know enough to add. Yeah, that's scientific talk. All for now. I think that fix the ship. Hard reset complete. We should be safe from now. Yeah, good. We can further advance. Slow the amount of. Yeah, but we don't have the material for it. What else can we do? We can just. Yeah, I'm not gonna just randomly open another tree because we don't. Shields it is. It will be good when we get it. And there's nothing else we can research. Right? I think that's it. Oh, we got 90 research points. Based on Dolson's report, I think the ice fracture was an attempt to create a sort of vaccine to an informational hazard. Save it. And quit the menu. Well, thank you all. I will be streaming again in about 4 hours from now, or even five. Continuing on Outbreak? No, we're gonna do the repo today. Thank you all, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.